Hello, I must say I'm very delighted to have you back on our YouTube channel, Gumption Garden. So some time ago, we started a series titled Time Management, and facts beyond just mere facts were dropped, and if you take them and put them into practice, I can assure that you will begin to see changes in the way you manage your time. So this is just a continuation of the part one that we've already had, and if you've not seen the part one, you have to see it because this is just a continuation. So as usual, we take a short break, and after the break we come back and go right into what we have for today. Yes, so in the process of time management, what are the things that you need to do and the things that you shouldn't do? In fact, I think you have more things to do than not to do in the process of time management. So firstly, much as procrastination is very bad and it is not advisable for anyone, I can tell you that in the process of time management, there is a place of procrastinating on purpose. I know that might sound very strange, but it's very important because if you really want to gain control over your time, there are a lot of things that you have to procrastinate. They may be very important, but at that particular time, they are not important and they are not necessary. Visiting your friends are very important, but at this particular point, they may not be necessary. There are many other activities that you do that are very important but may not be necessary. So you have to procrastinate on purpose. Procrastinate on purpose. Now, procrastination doesn't mean you are delaying them never to do them. You are only delaying them to do them at the right time. So procrastination doesn't mean you take the things that are very necessary and should be done now to do them later. No, it means taking the things that are necessary but shouldn't be done now to do them in the proper and the most appropriate time. Yeah, also in process of time management, there is a very important thing that you have to take note of, which is not doing your activities singly or separately, especially when they are related. Now, this is what I mean. There are some people that are of the habit of picking up their phone anytime they receive a new notification. All this will waste your time. In fact, you could have planned out your time and mapped out a particular session of the day for a particular activity, but because of this distraction from phone notification, just want to check it. Yes, the notifications may be important, actually they may be important, but picking up your phone after every notification, if there are no notifications that can be delayed, there are some that shouldn't be delayed, but if they can be delayed, why not just delay them and reply every of your messages at once? Now, this is the practical way of doing it. For example, when your data is on and you are performing a particular task, messages will keep coming in. Messages will keep coming in. But as the messages come in, it is not actually right to keep taking up your phone to reply them. Because in the process of taking up your phone to reply one message, you will end up doing something else not important and will eventually waste your time. Like that, you're already losing control over your time. So you make sure that the messages accumulate at least to a significant amount. Then you begin to reply them at the same time. One, you reply the second one, you reply the third one. Also, in this aspect of time management, you shouldn't make your activities so separated. For example, when you are about to commence your day and then you plan your day, your activity should be a little bit related. Not that the first activity and second activity are very disunited. Like that, you will even be very disorganized. You become stressed and not be able to perform your activities as you should. Even though it's normal to have distractions, but make sure that the distractions are not attended to as soon as they come in. It's normal to have distractions. In fact, everyone do have distractions, but what differentiates the people that have control over their time from the others is their ability to give attention to what is necessary and then pile up their distractions so that they will attend to them at once. And when you have activities that you have to do, the important ones, make sure that you do them with the priority that they demand. As much as they are important and as much as you have other activities to do, when it's time for a particular activity, give it full attention. Don't try and mix up activities. It will delay you. It will delay you. And in fact, it is better to perform activities singly at times. Yeah, there's a place of multitasking, but multitasking on related activities will eventually end up inefficiency. So that you not become so inefficient, make sure that even in the place of multitasking, you don't muffle up your work and your activities. So when it's time for an activity, you make sure you give it the full attention and the full focus that it demands. Don't muffle up your activities, because when you eventually start the activity, you find it interesting, but because of the workload and the distractions, the workload, you have to do this, you have, at the same time you will end up getting tired and stressed out. So before we bring an end to this part, the last thing I will be saying is that you shouldn't go into a day you haven't planned. Yes, don't go into a day you haven't planned, because it is in that plan that you'll be able to map out the activities for the day in order of priority. And I've mentioned the importance of priority, of setting priorities. I said it's not going to give you more time, it's just going to give you more control over your time, and it's going to give you time to perform other activities. So make sure you plan each day before venturing into it. Yes, activities unplanned might come in, but if you have already planned a day and you've had a to-do list for the day already in order of priority, even if something else come in, you'll be able to merge and manage all together. But if you don't even have a plan from the initial stage of the day, as much activities that will come in, you will end up giving into them giving into them, which will eventually destabilize your day, and then you won't be able to gain control of your time for that day. So make sure you give room for planning before each day. So this is the end of the second part of the topic, time management. Also, the third part will also be dropped in due time, but make sure you engage the first part and this second part. And I would love to hear your lessons in the comment sections. And don't forget to like this channel, subscribe, and share this video with others. In fact, it is your like that will make me know if you are really benefiting from it. So make sure you like this video and do the needful. Thank you very much, and see you in the next video.